And now we will have remarks from Councilman Kirk McPike.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. It's so exciting to be serving with you in this new capacity. You're going to be doing wonderful things for our city, and all my colleagues, both new and old on the City Council, I can't wait to get to work with y'all. January 14th, we want as many people there for our first meeting as we have here tonight. Thank you to everyone who's joined us this evening. Like my colleagues, I have so many people to thank. But first of all, first among them is my husband, Jason, without whom none of my work would be possible, and whose example as a leader in our local Jewish community sets an incredibly high bar for anyone who wants to call themselves a public servant. Jason gives so much for me to be able to do this. These jobs are jobs that we have on top of our other job, and it takes a lot of time, and that time comes out of our family. So thank you, Jason, for your generosity. I also want to thank my friends and family who tirelessly supported both of my campaigns. My parents are here tonight from Texas, and it means so much to me that you would come all this distance to watch, 7, 8, 9, 3-minute speeches. If I want to get us back on track, my speech needs to be negative 21 minutes long. I also want to thank an incredibly good friend who I know is somebody I met 16 years ago and who's been an important part of my life, but all of y'all know as the best council aide and campaign manager the city of Alexandria has ever seen, and that's Carl Bach. And above all, thank you to the people of Alexandria for entrusting me with this responsibility once again. This evening marks the start of a new council, but also the end of a council that I was very proud to have served on. We accomplished a great deal in the past 3 years. We oversaw the end of the pandemic. We continued historic investments in school capacity projects. We created the Office of Climate Action, reformed our zoning codes, approved 3 collective bargaining agreements, and finally actually got moving on Duke Street in motion. And we passed resolutions to protect Alexandria's abortion clinics and our LGBTQ population from decisions from higher courts and higher levels of government that could endanger them. And I thank everybody who supported those efforts. And so much of this was only possible because of the leadership of Mayor Wilson and Vice Mayor Jackson. Justin and Amy, thank you for your service to our city and for the friendship and guidance you have given me over the past 3 years. Alexandria is a better place because of your work. And now it is on the new council to lead our city into an uncertain future without a friendly administration on the other side of the river or Justin's encyclopedic knowledge beside us on the dais. Though we heard here tonight, he's going to take calls and texts and tweets from us, presumably at all hours of the night. Despite the progress that we made, the challenges that the previous council faced are still with us. And I will not shy away from doing more and going further to ensure that every Alexandrian has a home they can afford, good schools to send their kids to, safe streets to drive, walk, bike, and ride on, and safe neighborhoods to live in. And we must tackle our tax-based issues by bringing new businesses and investments to our city. And we need to ensure Alexandria's future by factoring climate change into every single decision that we make. Most importantly, we must not waver from our values in the face of opposition from Richmond and soon Washington. As we gather here tonight celebrating in this event, many people in our city look forward with trepidation to a slightly larger scale event a couple of weeks from now. There are those coming into power who plan to target some of our residents because of who they love, because of who they are, because of where they come from. We may be pressured to participate in actions that run contrary to our values as a city. We may be threatened with dire consequences if we do not join in efforts to prosecute and persecute. We may be told that we have to go along if we want to get along. But in response, we must say no. Because we are Alexandria, and in these times, it is more important than ever to be our true self. As Rabbi Hillel, a leader, or to paraphrase Rabbi Hillel, a leader in my husband's faith community, it's in a time when there is no humanity. Strive to be human. And so we must strive, and we must be strong as a city and as a council. No matter who you call family, what language you speak at home, what dream it was that brought you here, or whether you came to Alexandria the day you were born or the day before yesterday, you are one of us, you are a part of us, and we will stand with you. And so again, thank you for this opportunity to continue to serve this city we all love. Thank you for the faith you're putting in me and in my colleagues to take on these challenges. And thank you for all that you will do alongside us to keep Alexandria a light that shines brightly with the values we share. Because we will never hide our light. We will hold it up high, now more than ever, for all the world to see. Thank you very much. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Councilman McPike, for your remarks. We will now have remarks